I love AI. I really love AI. I think it is the future. I think we all need to get on board with it. That's just what I'm going to say off the rip. I don't think it's some big, bad, terrible thing we have to be afraid of. We just got to get ahead of everybody, control it, beat them to the punch, and be better than them. When I say them, it's like US versus, other countries. If we're first and we're best, then I don't really give a rip. I love AI. I know there's a lot of artists out there that are whining and complaining and crying, and my honest response to that is, were you getting work in the first place? Because I don't see it. I know a lot of artists that are just scraping by. I don't see them landing massive jobs and getting paid what they thought they were going to make out of college and high school and all that kind of stuff. So most of the guys, to give you some of my backstory, I left high school and I went into an accelerated video game production degree. So it was going to be a degree that teaches you how to make video games. And essentially it teaches you coding, it teaches you graphic design, it teaches you programming, all that kind of crap, so that you can do pretty much everything. So I was in this program about a year and a half, and I just realized it wasn't going anywhere. I didn't like it, and I didn't see it panning out because the gaming industry was just plummeting and going downhill. So I got out, and I got a degree in something else, but I was at least able to transfer my credits. So my other friends that were in the same program as me all dropped out at a certain point, and none of them, besides one guy, ever made it into a game studio. He is, I can't tell you who his name is. He is on the internet, and I don't want to dox him, so I'm just not going to say, the funny thing is if I dox him, I can dox myself. So he is a well-known creator. He does really well for himself. He's a great artist. He was good back in high school. He was good in college. He's good now. That's just the point. If you're really good, that saying, the cream rises to the top. He was the friggin' cream. He was creaming it back in high school. I knew it. Everyone knew it. He was going to make it, and he did. The rest of us, we were just going along with the flow, going with the flow. We weren't good enough. Gassed up mids. They're basically gassing up a bunch of mids and telling us that we were going to end up in the gaming industry. And it was kind of up to us to be the adults in the room and say, you know what, this industry is not as big as it used to be. And on top of that, the jobs are drying up. So why don't I get out of this while I still can and convert it into something that'll actually pay me? And that's what all of my friends did besides one guy. So that being said, I think AI is a good thing because, for one thing, if you are looking for something fast and cheap, AI can produce a lot of stuff for you. I use AI for my company almost every day, and it allows me to use my brain for things that I'm actually good at. I'm not good at the day-to-day pushing paper or, pushing documents on computer and producing reports and all that kind of stuff. That's not what I'm good at. I'm good at electricity. I'm good at building services. I'm rewiring houses, wiring factories, all that kind of stuff. That's what I'm good at, building things with my hands. So I take AI, I dump all my billing, my accounting, all that stuff, and AI does the rest. It handles all that stuff. Now, on top of that, it does my proposals. So I can put in generic information about a job, and it'll spit out a proposal, and then I look professional as shit, and I can send it to my customer, and they're like, yeah, we want that guy. So AI does a massive amount of stuff for me, and I don't have to pay somebody. I don't have to pay somebody to sit in the office and make, $35 an hour and play on fucking Amazon all day and buy stuff on Amazon while I'm at work making money so that they can sit there and do nothing in the air-conditioned office. That's just, I don't have to pay somebody to do that. So I can go out and make money, and then the AI helps me make even more money. I don't have to pay somebody to sit and be a slack jaw and do nothing in the office. That's one of the main reasons why I love AI. And on top of that, AI generated not only my company logo, which was tweaked by an artist later. I do have a family friend that is a very good artist, but at least I got a baseline of what I wanted my company logo to look like to give to her. And then she turned it into something more cohesive and marketable. So AI helped there as well. So I love AI. And on the topic of artists, there's a lot of artists out there making the same fucking Animu looking trash with the big eyeballs and the big tits and I don't know, and they're even putting dicks on all this stuff nowadays. So you've got a lot of these people just making the same trash and call themselves artists, where, the people that actually matter, like graphic designers, are producing stuff for big companies. Well, guess what? Now AI is taking those positions as well, because, you can set up a template with an AI and produce marketing for an entire company, an entire division with just AI. So I 100% am on board with AI. I think it is cheaper and it is easier, and I don't have to deal with some asshole that doesn't want to work, or the corporation doesn't have to deal with some asshole that doesn't want to work, because nobody wants to fucking work. Everybody's lazy. I get so many people that are like, millennials are so lazy. I should turn this into a completely separate video topic, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to dump it all right here. I get people saying it. Millennials are lazy. I get people saying Gen Z is lazy. I get people saying Gen X is lazy. I get people saying boomers are lazy. And my opinion is, fuck all of them. Fuck them all, big and small. They're all fucking lazy. Because I have opened up walls in houses that were built in 1905, and they cut corners just as bad as any motherfucker from today. And they're supposed to be the greatest generation. They fought in both world wars and this, that, and the other. Fuck them. They're all lazy. They all do lazy shit. Okay? And the point I'm trying to make is that, if everybody around you is lazy, then it's going to drive everybody down. But you have an opportunity to get to the tippy top. Just work hard. Work harder than you've ever worked before. Work until your fingers bleed. Work until your head hurts from headaches. Work your ass off. You will be so much better. Just fucking wade into them, like fucking Patton says. Wade into the enemy, wade into the challenge, and just thrive in it. When you get off, when you fucking love challenge, nothing will stop you. Nothing. You will just, you'll tear it apart. You will crush it. So, back to the AI topic. I'm seeing a lot of artists that are getting booted out of the industry because AI is taking over. Well, here's your opportunity to do something that is valuable besides art, because clearly society doesn't like art. Clearly, AI will start taking over art. And I'm an electrician. You're not going to take my job. Robots are not going to be capable of doing what a human does. And they might be able to do certain things, but when it comes down to troubleshooting, all the intricacies of it, it's just not going to happen. My industry will go away when houses go away. When houses go away, then society is over. Okay? Society is over when it's the apocalypse. So that's about when my job is no longer valuable. So let's look at jobs for artists. Okay? Now, clearly you've been on computers. You know how to use computers, you're using digital art, that kind of stuff. I'm not seeing anything digital hold water for very much longer. Everything is going to be going to automation. So you have to find a way to market yourself and produce a product that cannot be taken by an AI and cannot be taken by any type of automation. And that is a challenge, that's something that you're going to have to figure out. It's doable. It's doable. There's a lot of people that just want the fastest, cheapest, most effective thing. And to a certain extent, I am that way too. I want fast, cheap, effective. But at a certain point, I will have my scruples and my principles and say, let's go with the local guy. Let's go with the guy that I know. Let's go with somebody that is a small business owner, that type of thing. So I think we need to start focusing more on our society, start focusing more on our local communities and serving our local communities instead of trying to be a big corporate, employee. Focus on what you can produce, what you can utilize, what you can market in your own local community, because that will be, it won't make as much money. There's no doubt about that. But you will at least be able to provide something that not everyone can provide. So yeah, I would say focus on doing something that AI can't do. Focus on being better than AI. Focus on providing a specialized product that AI will not be able to be better than. That's pretty much it. I know that's going to piss off a lot of people, but let's follow the trajectory of the technology, and it is going up and up and up and up and up. It is what the future holds, and our children are going to have to figure out how they're going to survive with AI in their lives, because so much of it is going to be trying to figure out what's real and what's not. It's only going to get better. It's only going to get more competitive. And when there's competition, the product gets better and better and better. Pretty soon you're not going to have Hollywood. You're not going to have the Marvel movies and DC comic movies and all that kind of crap, because you can just produce a movie and it'll look amazing. So that's my opinion. I know a lot of people aren't going to like it. It's just, it is what it is, though. You know, we need to adapt. We need to overcome. We need to be better. And there's going to be growing pains. There's going to be lots of people losing their jobs. There's going to be lots of people going through hardships. But that is just what it fucking takes. That's what being human is hardship. We adapt or we don't. We overcome or we don't. And the one thing we're good at is just building and expanding technology. We have expanded technology to the point where we're about to develop an artificial life pretty soon. So anyway, people, leave me some hate in the comments, because I know that's what you like to do when I have a hot take moment. But if you're making anime shit and I offended you, well, I don't care, because you need to stop making anime shit. Go get a fucking job.